Hello there, and welcome back to Syberia, the world before. So we just arrived at that refuge in the mountains. Silberspiegel is the name. Okay, we almost arrived. We're supposed to reach it. So we just exited the tram, and now I want to look around.
Not exactly welcoming. I'd better find a way to the refuge.
Exit?
No one here. Hardly surprising.
Anything here? Oh no, wait. I'm not done. Let's go back. Let's look around first. Okay.
Thanks, but no thanks.
Advertising poster climbing.
Ah, how nice.
Advertising poster village. Oh yeah, this is the tram map.
The refuge must have been a popular destination for vacationers.
I can imagine. And there's nothing here. Yeah, and when we had like that short cutscene when we arrived here, we saw someone standing like behind a tree or something, observing us. So that was kind of weird. Oh my god, this looks so nice. And this, like right here, it feels like Syberia 1 and 2, like this point and click walking around and the fixed camera angle, and feels like the good old games.
It's so beautiful, so calm. But what am I doing here? Well, they say bad things come in threes. First Mother's death, then poor Katusha, and now Oscar. I can't believe I've lost him again. Am I doomed or what? Thank goodness I've still got the girl in the painting. Something to hang my hopes on. But maybe I'm just kidding myself. And why me? Why not Katusha? Why did she have to die? It's like this painting has chosen me. Oh, it's a beautiful place. Don't know what I expect to find here, though. Yet somehow it feels right. Can't say why. I mean, why am I so sure this mountain refuge has anything to do with the painting? Maybe I'm just a hopeless optimist. Or a lost dreamer. I guess there's only one way to find out.
Well, let's find out then. So nice here.
Herr Müller was right. It's quite a walk to the refuge. Well, I guess the sooner I head out, the sooner I get there.
7.5
Herr
kilometers.
Müller was right. It's quite a walk to the refuge.
Whew.
Well, I guess the sooner I head out, the sooner I get there.
So how did the people in the past go there? Did they all just take a long hike through the forest, or was there like another way to get there? Admire the view before you set off again. Oh, I love to do that. Where is it? Where's the view?
Bit too close to the edge, if you ask me. I should find a safer spot. Wow, what a fantastic view. I should try and find a better spot to admire it from. If what I read about the region is true, Switzerland should be nearby. on the other side of those mountains. That is stunning.
Oh, there's the hut.
Oh, man. I guess that's the refuge, way over there.
It's so far.
Oh, well. Better get going.
Oh my god. What was she thinking? Okay, I think this is all. We admired the view, now it's time to walk.
I better be careful here. Too many fallen trees and wobbly rocks for my liking.
Someone throwing rocks?
What the hell was that?
Shadow. Someone's following us. What's going on? Who's that creep? Inspect the resistance fighter memorial before you set off again. Sure.
Hiking tips? Thanks, but I think I'm starting to get the hang of it.
Hiking tips. 1. Plan your trip and inform others about the route you have chosen. 2. Adapt the planned routes according to your ability and weather conditions. 3. Pay attention to weather and avalanche warnings, even on short trips. 4. Be equipped so you can help yourself and others. 5. Choose safe routes. Know how to recognize avalanche terrain and unsafe ice. 6. Use a map and a compass. Always make sure you know where you are. 7. Don't be ashamed to turn back. 8. Save your energy and seek shelter if you feel weak or tired. 9. Make sure you're able to get back to the nearest shelter at all times. And 10. Greet other hikers. If you want to greet like the locals, you would say Grüezi in Swiss German, Guten Tag in German, Bonjour in French, or Buongiorno in Italian, depending on the region you're hiking in. Grüezi.
Looks like all sorts of wild animals live in these mountains.
Okay. That's a good place for meditation. You know, with the water rushing, the sound of the water, it's like so loud, it's almost like silence, you know, if that makes sense. Because you can't hear anything else, just the water. Oh, this is a nice area with the snow. I really like that.
Well, that was one heck of a walk.
Oh, we're almost there.
Oh, come on. A
Even
ladder
climbing
now? Okay, let's just do this. Pretty sure there must be another way. Oh.
Hello? Yeah. That was weird. Vaghen Mountains, Silberspiegel Refuge, Autumn 2005.
Finally. Oh. That must provide energy to the refuge.
Okay. Hello. Anybody there? Looks kind of abandoned.
I've seen that before. That must be it. Now I should try to find a matching point somewhere. Okay, a lot of rocks over there, and in the painting, but I need some more specific comparison points.
Sharp peaks. Yeah, we have these here.
Those sharp peaks, they look exactly the same.
What is this? Railing?
Just what I was looking for. Perfect.
And we need one more thing. Heart-shaped rock wall. Okay. I don't see a heart shaped anything. Maybe here?
That rock wall. It can't be a coincidence.
I didn't see the heart.
Wow. Hardly changed at all.
Breathtaking, isn't it, Fräulein?
Beautiful.
It is called the Silberspiegel, our local pride.
Judging from my painting, it wasn't that different 60 years ago. Ma'am, is everything all right?
Yes. It's just that you look very much like the person in the picture, Fräulein.
So, you do know her then, don't you?
Can't say I don't, but it was a very long time ago.
Actually, I've come a very long way to find out about her. I would really like to know who she is, or was. It's very important to me, you see?
And why is that, Fräulein?
I made a promise to a friend who happened to save my life before losing her own.
I see. By the way, what is your name?
Oh, Walker. Kate Walker.
I am Lenny Renner.
Nice to meet you, Frau Lenny.
Demoiselle, my dear. My legs never did manage to get me to church in time.
Oh, Demoiselle Lenny.
Well, Fräulein Walker, 1937, you say? Ah, that was before the war, when I could still run like the fawn wind. Father was the manager in those days.
Vaghen, Silberspiegel Refuge, summer 1937.
It was one summer evening that the whole story of your painting began. I remember it like it was yesterday. A group of scientists were staying at the refuge to prepare for an expedition to some faraway place in the east. They were being trained by a local alpinist who was to guide them. His name was Leon Kabatis. Oh, handsome as a Greek god he was, and an Olympic champion no less, very popular with the ladies. And he was lovely to me. Would give me a wink and a smile whenever I served him his beer. "Thank you, Demoiselle Lenny," he would say. In French, if you please. Made me feel like a proper little madam. But then Frau Junta would always shoo me away.
Frau Junta?
Must have been in her mid-20s. But of course, to me, she was an old hag. Past it. And I didn't like the way she bossed my Leon around with that camera of hers. The refuge was buzzing. Everyone was jolly. And the scientists were there, debating as usual about this and that. A cheerful bunch, really, despite their disputes. Except, that is, for one. Frank Hoss was his name. Preferred his own company. Though I could see, even with my young eyes, he was devious as the devil.
But what about the girl in the picture?
Well, she was there that evening too. She had come to work through the summer. Her name was Dana. Dana Roze. Ah, she was as cute as a button and well-mannered with it. Even father was sweet as a lamb to her.
Take care of the scientist drinks, then go round taking orders. And have a look at the stove while you're at it.
Yes, Herr Gustav.
Will you be alright now, Dana? It's the first busy night since you started, so just ask if there's anything you need to know. Alright, my lovely?
Thank you, Herr Gustav, but it looks pretty straightforward. I'll be fine.
That's the girl. Off you trot then, my lovely. Keep smiling, and you'll have them carrying your tray for you.
I need to serve those drinks to the scientists.
One Spitze. One Spitze and Birne? Two Nebel. What are these things? Scientists' orders. Dana's diary. Okay. I can help my parents pay for the tuition fees thanks to the summer job I've managed to land at the mountain refuge of Silberspiegel. It was Adam Zimmer, father's friend, who put me in touch with Herr Gustav, the manager of the refuge, who sent me a letter of employment, so my journey begins. Vaghen, June 21st, 1937. Hooray, end of school. The year seemed like a walk in the park compared to the spring concert. Though it was so nerve-wracking, so glad it's over. What is that? For the break, although already... I can't wait. Glad for the break, although already I can't wait for the new year of the Music Academy to begin. Father says I'll have to pay my way now. Though. That's why I shall soon be starting my summer job at Herr Gustav's refuge in the Silberspiegel Mountains. The pay isn't exactly great, but it will still help toward my studies. And besides, I get full board and lodging and bowlfuls galore, fresh mountain air. Mom doesn't stop lecturing me about how good it will be for my lungs. I suspect she exaggerates my illness, though, so she can't keep me under her wing like a mother goose. But I keep it under my head. This is no time to be upsetting my parents. They have enough on their plate at the moment. First of all, there's the money, or rather the lack of it. My parents' shop isn't doing as well as it used to, that's for sure. And I can see that my poor old dad, who couldn't put aside as much money as his friend and one-time partner Herr Zimmer, feels humiliated that I have to work to pay for my studies. And then there's the persecution by the brown shadow against my parents and our neighbors. It seems to be getting worse these past weeks. I even overheard my parents whispering about a possible accession to power of this dreadful party. It's all the more worrying as their influence is not only growing in Ostertal, but also all over Europe and even the world over. I've never really been interested in politics, but one thing I do know is that this can't be good news for anyone. Vaghen, July 7th, 1937. No time to write now. So much to do at the refuge. Tiring, but very interesting. So relieved Herr Gustav is so kind to me. Can't say the same for his daughter, Leni, though. But maybe we just need time to get to know each other. Soon see. Anyway, better run. New customers arriving for the summer. Quite a little group too. Scientists training for an expedition, if I understand rightly. And they're coming with their guide and even a famous filmmaker. No rest for the weary. Okay. Okay. So, we have the list of the drinks that we are supposed to serve.
What a strange mechanism. It reminds me of the automatons on the musical square. I should go on the other side of the counter. Those drinks won't get served by themselves.
What's this? Okay. The oven. That looks like a puzzle that we're gonna have to solve later, so I'm gonna come back to it later. Ah, okay. One burner.
Birne, huh?
Serve a pint. Two Spitzer. Oh, okay, no, that was mixed, okay. And we have one Spitzer. And two Nebel. Whatever that means, I don't know. These aren't drinks that I know.
The keg's empty. I need to change it. That should be it. Let's serve these gentlemen now.
No, we'll have to go higher, I'm telling you. But my point is that it's highly improbable that any primate will be able to survive so high up, let alone thrive.
And if they were thriving, we wouldn't be looking for them, would we? I say they've taken to the higher ground, and they only come down to steal livestock and game.
Look out, chaps.
Gentlemen, your drinks?
Ah, good on you, lassie. Horst, make yourself useful and pass these around. First day, is it? Better make a wish then.
All right, I will. I wish you would tell me what all those maps are for.
Ah, that I can grant you. They show all the different locations of an expedition we're planning.
Why are they all looking at me like that?
And what about you, gentlemen?
Well, let me introduce you to my dream team. Horst Sauer, talented anthropologist and frequent but worthy pain in the ass, your mother. Rudolf Jäger, distinguished ethnologist. And last but not least, Albert Bauer,
paleontologist.
And yourself?
Reinhard Berger, biologist.
As Herr Berger says, we're here to train for the Origin expedition.
In return for funding for our own projects back home.
And for the love of science, eh, Horst?
Oh yes, of course, Herr Berger. I'm sure none of us would be here otherwise, would we?
And what about you, my lovely?
Oh, I'm Dana. I'm working here during the holidays, that's all. I see you haven't come just for the view then.
Oh no, Fraulein. We're only here for the beer and a pretty smile. That's our trainer out there. Supposed to knock this scraggly lot into shape for the big climb in Baltayar.
Oh, is he the handsome one?
Right.
Oh, what? The map?
And what's that one of, if you don't mind me asking?
That is Baltayar, a remote region in the mountains of northern China. That's where I'll be leading my team in a couple of weeks.
And what's this expedition for?
Well, keep it to yourself, but the code name is Origin. And if I have my way, it will likely change the way we perceive humanity.
I'm curious to know what this Origin expedition is all about, though. If it's not top secret, that is.
Put it this way, Fraulein Dinah. When we discover what we're looking for, you will no doubt remember this conversation as your claim to fame. You will tell your grandchildren that you served the Origin team, the team that discovered none other than the missing link of the superior race of humans, the Australopithecus habilis, the direct ancestor of Homo sapiens. Or, more vulgarly put, the abominable snowman.
Oh, I see. Now I get why it's called Origin.
Whatever we find, whatever we call it, it's likely to send shockwaves all through the world of anthropology. It will help us to explain how we evolved from Australopithecus to modern man, and then became...
He's off again. Get him started on anthropology and he's like a bolted horse. I don't think Fraulein Dinah wants you to clobber her with your explanations, Horst.
Oh, we're gonna be
I
polite.
might only be a waitress, but actually I find it quite interesting.
Well, Fräulein, the Origin expedition could lead us to a totally new series of studies, or even reveal a new mode of tribal organization, or a micro-society, by the discovery of a specimen that may well have played a major role in the evolution of modern man.
Come, gentlemen, here's to the Brown Shadow,
What are you
generously
talking about?
sponsoring this expedition, which is sure to redefine our understanding of mankind.
Oh, I see we're fraternizing with the personnel, gentlemen.
Just giving a toast to our generous sponsor, Herr Herz.
May I remind you that this mission, financed by my party, is confidential? Do you know what that means, Dr. Berger?
Yes, Herr Herz.
It means, gentlemen, it is strictly forbidden to communicate any details or objectives to anyone outside our circle, let alone to the first waitress to come by twinkling her eyelashes. Fraulein, as soon as you're done here, I suggest you get back to your chores.
What a
He's
brute.
in a bad mood.
That is one of the inconveniences of working with a heavily politicized private sponsor. But he's just doing his job. And I suppose, like anything else in life, there has to be some compromise to get what one desires. So, think nothing of it, Fraulein. It is the way of science. Indeed, it is the way of the world.
Let it go. Well, I feel like since he already interrupted us once, pulled us off, I think it's better to stop the topic here.
I suppose it is the way of the world, Herr Berger. Thank you, gentlemen, for telling me about your expedition. But I must get back to work.
She took his full glass. Or mug. Nah, where do I put these things? I don't know where to go.
Right, my lovely. Pop out, take the orders on the terrace, and then we can take a breather.
Ah, oops. Take the orders on the terrace. Oh yeah, and I just saw that we also have the task to adjust the stove. So we're gonna do that afterwards.
Those paintings. I think Herr Gustav wanted me to help him choose the one he should buy. He must have left me a note somewhere.
Dana, I have a little favor to ask of you. Young Leon, the alpinist, is trying to fob me off with one of his paintings. Does them in his spare time. I grant you that they might not be masterpieces, but they're well painted. At least I can see what they are. And I would be dead chuffed to hang one up on my wall. Besides, Leon's a decent lad and brings in the customers. So I thought, as your father sells them, and I know sort all, I'd ask you to choose. Thanks for helping, Gustav.
I should take a closer look at those paintings before choosing one.
A waterfall? Clouds. I don't know, this seems kind of dark with all the shadow here. It's like, I like this one better.
I think I'll pick this one.
It's nice and bright. Go up? No, we're not going up yet.
So glad Herr Gustav likes me to play for the clients.
Oh,
This way at least I won't get rusty.
provide service. Okay, I think there's no side quest.
A
or
bit
side
more to the
objective.
side, darling, please.
Better not interrupt them. That Frau Junta wasn't exactly friendly earlier with Lenny.
You don't get any drinks then?
Another creation of Herr Gustav. I guess he won't mind if I take a quick look. Madonna laces.
Oh, okay, that's all I can look at. Oh no, it's not. Oh.
The Silberspiegel. The heart-shaped rock face that gave its name to the refuge.
Okay, I don't
According to Herr Gustav, only the most seasoned alpinists can climb it.
I don't see the heart shape here. Am I blind? This is more like a rectangle. Or are they talking like about this shape here? Well, I don't know. Maybe I'm blind. The Devil's Peak.
The highest peak in the region. Little Lenny said that it's the keeper of the border with Switzerland, and that it's supposed to feed on the souls of those who have been swept away by the mountain.
Devil's Pass.
This path leads to Switzerland. One needs to be guided by an alpinist to go through it, though.
Hellgates.
The Devil Pass starts here. The end of the road for an inexperienced hiker like me, I guess.
Okay, that's all. Oh, well, that was a nice little...
There, like that. Try not to move now, darling.
Yeah, that was nice to look at the landscape like this. Hello.
Lenny, sweetheart,
Crikey,
Oh, that's
you
Lenny.
nearly made me jump out of my skin.
what have you got there?
Oh, it's a camera lens, that's all.
A camera lens.
Yeah? Borrowed it from Frau Junta?
Borrowed.
I've just made her acquaintance. A real charmer, isn't she?
And she never lets me have a go of her gear anyway. I only wanted to help her film something. I bet she's jealous.
Lenny, what's so special about Frau Junta's equipment that makes you want to steal it?
Borrow it.
All right, borrow it.
Can't you see? Who would be interested in Ginger Junta if she didn't have a camera, huh? She's too old for Leon. She uses it so she can be the centre of attention, you know.
Is that what you want?
Someone's jealous.
No, not exactly. Besides, there's nothing to do here.
I do understand, Lenny, but...
No, you don't. Feels like a prison here sometimes, all on my own. When I grow up, I'll live at the top of a building in the big city, and I'll have a swimming pool on my roof.
Believe me, I do understand, Lenny. Because of my coughing fits, I've sometimes had to stay in my room for weeks on end. Imagine that, nothing to see but the same four walls.
Oh, right. Must have been pretty tough, I guess.
That's why I took up the piano. Do you like doing anything special, Lenny?
I suppose I like making stuff with Papa. He's got ever such clever hands, you know. But he's always so busy in the summer.
Let's be friends then, shall we?
You won't tell on me then?
Not now that we're friends.
You promise?
I promise.
No, we can do better.
But I still have to take their order. No, that's a nice view. And a nice sunset.
It's a beautiful evening. Mother was right about the pure air up here. Everything seems so right, so utterly clear. I'm so thrilled. My first job. I'll be able to earn enough until September to pay for a new year of study at the music academy. I'm truly looking forward to it. Everything seems to be working out at last. I feel like this is a turning point in my life. Just imagine, one day, Dana Roze, concert pianist.
Leon, dear, do make an effort.
Oh no, okay, so this is just... It's crossed. Take orders on the terrace. So we just take care of the stove now. And then we're done. I don't really know how to. But we'll figure it out.
I need to add more wood in the fire.
Here? Where's the wood? Here.
It's not enough. I need to feed the fire more. Wow, I've never seen a stove like this. It must be one of Herr Gustav's inventions that everyone talks about down in Vaghen.
Looks more like a Vorarlberg invention, but I need more wood.
Looks all good to me. This mechanism controls the air intake, if I remember correctly. Herr Gustav didn't have time to fix it. Looks all good to me.
Yeah, but what do you know?
Impossible.
Okay.
That one is loose. That should fit pretty much anywhere on the stove.
And now? We put it here?
The airflow seems right now, but I think the fire is too weak.
We still need more wood. Okay, I have no idea where the wood is though. Oh, here. Just look around. It'll be fine.
Perfectly dry.
Oh my god. This way. Now, good.
That's it. I'm done here. I've done all that Herr Gustav told me to do. I'd better go and tell him.
All right.
Fine. No more orders and everyone's served.
That's the go. You handled your first foray pretty well, Dana, my girl, stepping away as you did from anything to do with the Brown Shadow. Keep it up, and we'll all be all right. Hey, Dana?
But what if he...
Just do as you did, and we'll be all right. You played him like a fiddle, Dana. Well done. Especially as I didn't even have to spell out how to go about it. You're a natural. So keep it up, my lovely, and you'll be opening doors at the flick of an eyelash. So, young lady, you're still off to the academy in the fall, are you not? What you waiting for, then? Get back to your practicing, and play us a nice tune while you're at it.
Oh yes?
All right then, I will. Thank you, Herr Gustav.
Play something melodious this time. It'll make a nice change from the military pieces some of the patrons have been requesting of late.
Something melodious.
Well, Herr Gustav did a pretty good job repairing that key I broke yesterday.
Leon, what are you doing? I want to catch the light.
Ooh, Mr. Handsome is interested.
Oh, gosh, I hope I haven't...
Bravo! Bravo! Bravo!
Bravo. Bravo.
Clap! How can you clap?
What the fuck?
Oh, so you like noise, do you? Do you? Well, you should be ashamed! Ashamed, I say! To applaud the music of a treacherous Polish separatist! Rebel rousing! It's this kind of rebel rousing that puts the poison of Marxist Vaghen ideology in the minds of honest people! And those who partake in its vulgarization are accessories to treason!
You are drunk, Herr Hoss.
Out of my way, boy.
Did he miss? I think he dodged it. Yeah.
Come, Fraulein. Best clear off until the dust settles.
You should have seen me then, Fraulein Walker. I was so young and eager to witness whatever could happen between Dana and Leon. I needed to know, to be included, one way or another.
Oh my god. She gonna embarrass herself now?
Oh, Lenny. Why don't you leave the piano to those who actually know how to play it, huh?
Junta. What a bitch.
What's the point? I could never compete with Dana. What's the point? I could never compete with Dana.
Find a way to spy Leon and Dana.
Shouldn't you be in bed?
Don't you have some dolls to dress or something?
Lenny, don't. Give them some space, would you?
Let me spy. What do you care? I don't know. Can I look out
Lenny, don't.
the window?
Give them some space, would you?
So, that's the painting Dana thinks father should buy from Leon. Nice choice.
Maybe upstairs. Maybe there's a window. Dreamy sigh. Vaghen, 15th February 1936. A local man, Leon Kobatis, took a shock slalom men's gold at the Garmisch-Partenkirchen Winter Olympics on Saturday as the two favorites both spectacularly bombed out. Ivar Ballangrud of Norway won silver, 0.34 seconds behind, and Rudi Kranz of Germany the bronze after his compatriot Franz Pfneur and then Bertil Persson of Norway both imploded. Kobatis, 21, becomes the only Vaghen skier to win an Olympic medal, breaking the national record set by Hans Gartmann in 1932 in Lake Placid. It means everything. I've been training my whole life for a moment like this, said the unheralded mountain guide from Vaghen. I took a medal in Lake Placid 1932, a bronze, but I always dreamt about the gold medal. And now it's a dream come true, and I'm totally blown away. Kobatis follows in the footsteps of Max Schäfer as only the second national to win a men's Olympic slalom gold. Aha. Okay, so we can snoop.
I'm so glad I started this collection of photos. When I grow up, I'll travel all around the world and photograph everywhere I go. When I'm old, the wall will be covered with them. Honestly, Junta is not that good. I'm sure I could do better if only I could practice a bit.
She's so jealous. Yeah, we can snoop out the window here.
You all right? Yeah, I thought so.
It's just that if I had retaliated, I would have lost my job, you know? Believe me, I came this close to not being able to pay for my studies at the academy after the holidays.
Forget it. He was blind drunk. Won't even remember it come tomorrow. All Gustav could see it wasn't your fault. Besides, you didn't see him after your performance. Ecstatic he was.
There are more and more people like that brute. They don't even bother to hide their hatred anymore. It's like they've been given a mission, or perhaps I should say permission, to abuse people like me, as if Vagarans had suddenly become the scourge of society. And we're powerless to act because if we did, we'd lose our home. My parents, they've become a bundle of nerves. They can't sleep at night. Only last week, our shop window got smashed again, and our neighbors, they couldn't care less, and neither could the authorities. I'm sorry. I've upset you, haven't I?
You've put my own suspicions into words, Fraulein. Because what you say about the Brown Shadow is true, and that's what worries me. I used to think they were just a bunch of cranks in their ridiculous uniforms. But now I can see these lunatics really are serious. Deadly serious.
But you did know who was behind the Origin expedition.
Never gave it much thought, to be honest. Only met Huss and the scientists today. For me, they were no different from any other group I've trained. If I'd have known that, I'd have had second thoughts. Actually, do you know what?
What?
I'm going to stop training them.
Can you do that?
It's still a free country, right? So after a few weeks' notice, I'll be off the hook. At least, I get to spend the summer here with you. Painting.
But I don't paint.
No, you play.
Oh, he painted
It's my passion.
the picture of her.
And you can be my muse.
Is that what you say to all the girls?
No. Never.
Hello, you two lovebirds. Everyone's going to bed, so you better come back inside or you'll catch cold, or worse.
What's worse, huh?
And that's how Dana pipped everyone at the post. It only took one look for Leon to fall head over heels in love with her. And it didn't take much for Dana to fall for him. Love at first sight, you might say.
Vaghen, Silberspiegel Refuge, Autumn 2005.
The whole band stayed at the chalet all summer long. Then, I suppose, everyone went their own sweet way.
Did you ever see any of them again?
Oh, no.
What about Dana and Leon?
They too went their own ways, I guess. And that, Fräulein Walker, is all there is to it.
Did she leave anything behind?
Do you know if she's still alive?
Can't be sure, but I doubt it. It was a lifetime ago, Fräulein Walker.
Yeah, but you're still alive.
Where do you think she might be if she were?
No idea. Things went from bad to worse after that summer. Not to mention half the town was razed during the war.
Did Dana leave anything here? Any documents or anything that might help me find where she went?
Not that I know of. But I suppose there might be in Father's old coffer. Must still be in the loft. Junta bought it from him that summer, so she could use it to store her precious filming gear. She was supposed to come back for it, but she never did. If there is anything that can help you, it will be in there. So feel free to look around the refuge by yourself if you like, even though I don't think anyone managed to open the coffer since Junta left.
Thank you, Demoiselle Lenny. Thank you so much.
She's been living there alone all her life? Well, that's kind of sad. Okay, well, I think I'm gonna end this episode here. So thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.